Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Germ Bust My Bins. Well, now we're actually on site where we can see what this looks like firsthand. I'm joined by John Michael. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Talk to me about what you guys do. Why is it so important for you guys to take care of this stuff rather than the homeowner?
Well, what we are is we are a curbside trash bin cleaning service. Our trucks arrive at your curbside on trash day after the trash has been emptied. What we find when we get there is usually a trash bin that's full of just gross, nasty, baked on grossness inside of it. And our trucks arrive here to essentially clean the inside and outside of the bins using 200-degree hot, high-pressure water.
So you can obviously smell the odor that is coming from these bins.
Yeah.
Once you guys do your magic, what do they smell like afterwards?
Yeah, we'll hear that not only from our customers, but also from their neighbors. As you can see, the wind is blowing and it kind of blows that aroma around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But once we clean it, it's, essentially what's left in these bins is the remnants from the trash bin. It's germs and bacteria that are taking care of what's left over. And we come in with the 200-degree water. We clean the bins and set them back down, and we put a deodorizer in them.
Okay, gotcha. Now, why shouldn't a homeowner do this on their own? There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, there are several reasons for it. First off, I would say that our cleaning system is much better than what you can do at home.
Yeah.
When a homeowner does this, usually they're putting in some sort of a detergent, which they will wash it with. And then what do you do with that detergent when you're done? You end up dumping it down your driveway and into the storm drain where it goes to natural waterways, which is not really good for the environment.
Especially here at the beach.
Correct, yeah. Being a coastal community and with all of these retention ponds, we've got the intercoastal, we really don't want to put that water into our natural waterway.
Definitely. Well, I love what you guys do. Walk me through the whole process if you want to sign up, and how often do you guys come? How does that work?
Typically, our customers will enroll online at germbustmybins.com. We do have an easy online enrollment process there. Once you're on board, you're put into a neighborhood route, just like the trash companies would have. And we come every 4 weeks on trash day, usually later in the day after the trash trucks have been through, and we will service your bins and then put them back curbside as you see right here.
Perfect. What do you love about your team?
We've got a team that's been with us, most of them for multiple years now. They get together, they work together really well. They enjoy being outside. They are very focused on what they do every day. To me, it just seems like something that you can enjoy day in and day out by just not sitting behind a desk. They just have a lot of fun working here.
And I'm joined today in studio by Frank from Germ Bust My Bins. How are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
We have had quite a day, let me tell you. So today I got to go out with Frank and we got to see what actually happens with Germ Bust My Bins. But why don't you walk me through what you guys are all about for our viewers that maybe don't know?
Okay, so what we offer is a subscription-based service, and we will pull up to your curbside with our special trucks. We can clean your bin first time, 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how dirty it is, on our monthly maintenance schedule. Anywhere from 2.5 to 5 minutes, which is way, way faster than you can do it yourself, and we can get it way cleaner. We use 200-degree high-pressure water, about 2,900 PSI. No chemicals at all. The only chemicals we use are a deodorizer at the end, just to help you with a little better smell for a while afterwards.
And boy, do we know what that's like, especially when it gets hot here in South Carolina. The bins get stinky. Some people have to keep them in their garage. It's miserable. Taking your trash out, it stinks, it's gross, and it's germy.
Oh, for sure. Not to mention the insects, the rodents, the wildlife. And there's a lot of elderly people in this community that just can't do it themselves, even if they want to. It's just not possible for them. So we just want to provide that quick, easy service for them that makes everything, simple.
This story is sponsored by Germ Bust My Bins.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Living Local Carolina. My goodness, this is my office for today. I'm out here with Coach Goody. What's up? How are you?
You are in my world, yeah. Doesn't it feel awesome? Check it out. What a day. We're going to play some volleyball in the sand, a little beach volleyball. Are you ready?
I am kind of ready. Let's first talk about what you do and how you got all of these volleyball courts.
Yeah, so super exciting. It was 2013, and my daughter, she was like 13 years old, and she was playing indoor volleyball, club volleyball, and she's like, I played beach, and she always would watch Dad go off and play in these tournaments and stuff. And she's like, Dad, I want to learn to play beach volleyball. Can you teach me? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's do it. And I said, well, we had 3 courts down here at the time. I was like, well, why don't we get your teammates, see if anyone else wants to come? And we started a little club, and we had like 20 kids, and we did a couple months of training, and that's how it started.
And it's grown to be pretty darn big now.
It has. It slowly grew, and really COVID, surprisingly, is what helped it grow, because there wasn't a lot of things going on, but we were allowed to do beach volleyball, and I was kind of one of the first sports that kind of went back out and got the kids going. It was a little scary at first, but once everyone got out there, it was so exciting, and it just blew up. And the tournaments, we had more and more people coming here for the tournaments, and since then it's really grown more and more. So it's exciting.
Love it. And you were saying that this is the kind of sport that's for everybody, you know, all levels, all ages.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, because I mean, everybody kind of, oh yeah, I love volleyball. You know, they remember in PE playing, and maybe they had 4 on one side, or maybe they had 8, right? So it just kind of depends where you're at, whether you're out at a family picnic or whether you're a professional playing 2-on-2. You know, whether you have 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or 2-on-2. So there's a lot of flexibility, and people just want to play and have a good time. Yeah. So it's fun.
Love it. So for people that might be watching this right now and are interested in playing a game or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, how can they do that? Can they get in contact with you?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, so my website is, I have 2 different, you have grandstrandsand.com, so they can reach out there. And then really, you just come out here. These courts are free to use to the public, so just come out and play. You know, you need a ball, you know, call some friends and get out here and play.
This story is sponsored by Palmetto Paws Pet Spa.
So I started this business in 2019. I was originally from Myrtle Beach, and when I moved to Colorado, I decided that when I was in college, I needed a part-time job. So I started as a bather at a local salon and realized I really loved the groomers and everything that they would do. So I decided to train, and once I moved back home, I decided to open my own business after working under a few other ones. So our services vary. We have anything from standalone services, just nail trims, anything like that, quick and easy services that need to be done. We do everything up to full service grooming, and with that, all of it includes all the essentials like nails, teeth brushing, ear cleaning, those types of things. We start anywhere from bath packages to just a little bit of hair cutting or full grooming packages. I think the thing that separates us from our competitors is that we really strive to focus on the experience of the pet when they're here. I've worked at a few other salons where it almost seems as if the dogs are just a number and, you know, quick in and out as quick as possible, but I really like to slow down and make sure they're comfortable, take them for a walk, give them water, provide all the things that would make them comfortable when they're in our care. We are rebranding, and we are running a couple promotions that we're starting with. A loyalty program is something we're going to introduce. I know with the times right now, finances can be difficult for people, and they don't bring their pets in as often as they would need. So we're going to start doing a loyalty program where if they pre-book and come in more frequently, it's going to save money and offer different things for them.
My dog has been coming here since Lisa opened in 2019. She is a black lab. At previous salons that we went to, she was always nervous. She was never happy to go in. Ever since bringing her here, she loves to come in. I really feel like she gets the best care and is comfortable while she's here, because previously she was aggressive with groomers. She's never been that way with Lisa. Also, I have tons of friends and family members that I referred to her that now use her often as well.
We also groom Wrigley, who makes an appearance with Patsy's Pet Patrol. So if you guys are familiar with that, if not, definitely go out in the community and see them. It's a great service that she offers, and you can get a chance to meet Wrigley. You can visit us at our website at palmettopaws.business.site.
This story is sponsored by Palmetto Paws Pet Spa.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Dr. Anthony Thompson. How are you doing?
Doing quite well, Katie, and yourself?
I'm doing wonderful.
First of all, we got the name came from Ephesians, 2nd chapter. Ephesians it talks about him dying to bring the two together as one new humanity. And we had an event. Our first event was November the 20th of 2022. The first night we had a revival. And the reason behind the revival is a good story behind that. It was a church on Aston Street. Right now it's St. John Reformed Episcopal Church. But in the 1800s, it was a Presbyterian church. But it was an integrated Presbyterian church. They had like 12 whites, 12 blacks, and about 48 whites. Anyway, he caught a lot of flack behind it. The pastor's name was Gerardo. And he wanted to do something similar to what we're talking about right now. He wanted to unite the city of Charleston. Yeah, so he had a revival, and a three-day revival. And on that third night, it describes him preaching like a shock of electricity with the Holy Spirit, of course. And when that Spirit hit him, it changed everything. Because the very next day, you hear what I'm saying? The very next day, every church in Charleston increased their membership. Every church increased their membership. Yeah, it's a written fact.
That is crazy.
It's a written fact, yeah. And then what happened was, it was like the Spirit hit and just kept on going. As far as on the East Coast, from Charleston all the way to New York, over 1 million people got saved from that revival. And so the next day we went to 7 different landmarks in the city of Charleston. One of the landmarks was the Battery.
White Point Gardens.
White Point Garden. Because that's the place where a lot of brothers fought brothers. Well, like 600,000 soldiers died right there in that spot. So that was a spot of hostility, you know. So we went there to pray, and it was over having slaves. You know what I mean? So we prayed there that God would, change their hearts. You can't change what happened,
Of course.
but He can change the hearts of the people today, so that they will no longer perpetuate the hostility that took place there. Instead of hostility, let's talk about some peace. Then we went from there to Four Corners of Law, the same thing. You're talking about Four Corners of Law where all these beautiful buildings were basically built, you understand, on the backs of slaves.
Yeah.
Free labor, which was an injustice. Then we went to the Exchange Building where, pretty much where the slaves came in at, praying about what happened there. Then we marched to the United States Customs House, of course, where the money came in from the transatlantic slave trade, and the Caribbean barons, who profited off of slavery. And then, of course, we went back to St. John's. Then we marched to Emmanuel, and you know what happened there. Then we marched to Marion Square. That's where we ended the march. Marion Square was the pinnacle point where everybody had the opportunity to express acts of penance, for the next event. Yeah, and so pretty much that's what it consisted of.
Powerful day.
Yeah, powerful day. We had people to join in, with us along the way.
Maybe didn't know that the event was happening.
They don't have no idea.
There you go.
Then I had some friends of mine who actually like watching it on TV, and they came running out there. I mean, like joining in, yeah. I mean,
that.
who I hadn't seen in years, and taking the flags and things off my heads. I'm trying to figure who are these people. And then I realized people I knew from previous years.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.